Good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Sweet. I'm the CEO of a software company from the UK called iQuila. We have come up with something quite new and exciting that we'd like to share with you today. We've broken some of the boundaries within networking, and that can change a lot of things that you can do. First of all, I'd like to let this resonate with you for a minute, and then you'll realize what we mean by it. So what have we done? We've created a new protocol called VEN, Virtual Extended Network. We extend your complete layer 2 segment. We encapsulate the data from it. That's everything on that layer 2 plane. We encapsulate the data. We splice it into small pieces. We stack into multiple streams of HTTPS traffic and shoot them across, stacked together, avoiding any spacing, all managed with AI. Gives you lower latency, faster throughput, and the AI modeling on it learns on your data and curbs out any of the high latency packets that you have and data that's not required. It's fully IEEE compliant. Everything communicates over port 443. So where do we sit on the OSI model? We sit right between the physical and the data plane, encapsulating everything on that data plane. So no matter what you've got on that data plane, what protocols you're using, you can send through using the VEN protocol. 802.1q VLANs, just tag them through it. Again, with Q and Q, we actually have VLAN tag changing. So if you have a mismatch in VLANs at a different site, you can actually change the tag as it comes through the system. Full multicast and unicast. If you want to stream to multiple devices at the same time, multiple screens, not an issue. It's full multicast. You can broadcast to multiple screens at the same time. We have a very small overhead due to being on layer 2, 4%. A lot of other technologies for like VPNs, etc., can anywhere between 10 and 22% on overhead. We have a small 4% overhead. Also support jumbo frames. You want to send jumbo frames through? Not an issue. Whatever runs on your layer 2 plane, we can encapsulate it, chop it up, stream it across multiple streams, and re-deliver it the other side extremely quickly. We actually support up to 4,096-bit quantum encryption with 4,096-bit session keys. This doesn't even slow down the speed of your data. Dual connection protection. So you actually have dual authentication with 2 certificates if you want to on a connection coming in. Again, does not slow down the speed of your connection. You can have tunneling within tunnels, which means you can have your first tunnel go into an outer network, and then tunnels within that delivering you to inner networks for added security, particularly for government and military use. Storm control protection as default is on it. Duplicate IP protection, duplicate MAC address protection as well. So it protects you as well on your endpoints. So with this new protocol, how do we deliver this into your network stack? So the second thing we had to do was actually completely virtualize networking. So we virtualized networking from end to end. Let's have a look how we do this. So the center one here is one of our cloud virtual switches. We then layer that down to a bridge software or hardware, which plugs into your network, either virtual or hardware, or through our partner's Cradlepoint hardware. And then we encapsulate the complete layer 2 that you plug into. Again, any VLANs that you want, you tag through, we'll pass them through. Our AI sits in the cloud and manages that data. and then delivers it back down to as many other bridge devices that you want to put on the network, or client devices. As you see in this diagram here, we're totally extending that layer 2 plane across multiple different segments. By taking those bridges into our virtual switches, you can now extend the network that you have to any location, anywhere around the world, seamlessly. You can bring clients into it. We have client software that you can bring in, drop them onto a certain VLAN if you want to, seamlessly. We support all the clients from Apple, Android, Windows, Mac, Linux. The Apple client actually has what we call kernel mode drivers signed off by Microsoft. So these drivers boot on boot of your device. As your device boots, our virtual NICs light up and connect you into your corporate infrastructure. All the data can be routed back through where it can be controlled. You can split the tunnel if you want to, but a lot of people will route the data back through where they've got full control of it. So everything then that leaves that device can be highly encrypted and protected no matter where it is. But it's also then in control of IT, so it's part of your infrastructure at all times. It can be joined to your corporate domain. The back end of it can be fully clustered. High availability with full clustering, up to 164 member servers to a cluster. This is completely resilient. If we lose a member server, there's no downtime for a client. They don't even get a loss of a ping. It's completely seamless as it moves across the system. As more capacity comes onto the system, if you've got more members there, it'll start spreading that load out across those members to cope with huge amounts of numbers of connections coming in. Something that's in development, we've been working on with Microsoft, it's due out in a couple of months, is our multi-cloud switching. This allows you to create switches in the cloud and cascade those switches together, allowing you to bridge offices in or users from Washington, Abu Dhabi, Canberra, Virginia. We've got 15 countries around the world we're in at the moment. You can build a low latency layer 2 backbone network. Once you go into our network, you'll stay within the Microsoft Azure network, and we use the Microsoft backbone right across the world to keep the latency low and the speed fast. Layer 2 Wi-Fi roaming, that's why we're here today. We can seamlessly roam across multiple networks, from private cellular to public cellular, public Wi-Fi, hotel Wi-Fi. You can seamlessly roam from any network, but still stay on your corporate network. We can deliver the same layer 2 segment. Your device can keep its same MAC address and IP address, no matter where it roams. When we look at a real-world scenario here, there's a significant problem in blue lights. Each vehicle is equipped with a router. That router issues a DHCP address. So when the client brings his tablet, logs onto the router, he gets issued his DHCP address. When he moves to a new vehicle, he gets issued a new DHCP address. When a large congregation of vehicles come together, that causes a big issue, and often their applications crash. By delivering layer 2 to those routers, we can then pull the backplane into the cloud and allow the users to seamlessly roam across vehicles, keeping the same sessions open and allowing them access to their applications. One of the other things we've been working on is quantum encryption, I mentioned earlier. We have a deep dive going on this afternoon up with Juniper, and all the sessions will be quantumly encrypted. This is actually run from a Photon device out of an office in Oxford, and they're beamed across to our server in the Azure data center here in Phoenix, where our bridges and devices will be logging into, picking up their very secure quantum encryption. Another project we've been working on is time dissemination. We can now deliver extremely accurate time via our client software to an endpoint. So if you've got banks, power stations that need accurate time, you no longer need to run fiber optics and dark fiber. We can deliver extremely accurate time. We actually have a demonstration. You can scan the QR code if you're interested. You can stream it live. It's a demonstration with Cranfield University in the UK later next month. With this in real time on the airport with drones flying around, displaying how we pull the accurate time. We tie into MPL London, into atomic time, to be able to get very, very accurate time and deliver this down to the clients. You're all given a card in your backpack. What we're offering you today is 6 months free access to our cloud network. As long as you register this week, it'll be open. You can register up to 10 devices for free. You can put whatever those devices you want, whether they're clients or bridges, link multiple locations together. So if you fill in the form online, you can get access to your cloud account and start having a play. You'll have full layer 2 between devices that you want, tag any VLANs through it. There's no limitations to it, no limitations on speed. The protocol runs up to 1 gig. We are working on faster. We should have 10 gig by the end of the year, but at present you can run up to 1 gig speed on it. Thank you very much for your time. My LinkedIn profile, if you want to scan it as well, is available on the screen there. Thank you very much.